When my wife and I were working on our wills, the 60-something-year-old estate attorney who has spent their entire career working with families on creating and settling their estates said, I can think of one family in my entire career that did not have major conflict over the assets and estate of their mother and father after they died. Boom! Mind blown! I had no idea that the vast majority of families fight over their mom and dad's money, property, and stuff. I want that to be me and my family. Do you? How to deal with mom and dad's death and get closer to your family instead of breaking your family. Today on Mastering Mortality's News You Can Use. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Mastering Mortality's News You Can Use, where we work hard to help you make the most of each moment. It is hard to become an orphan no matter how old you are. Even when you're 60 years old, there's something about mom and or dad's presence on the planet that lends a feeling of security and home that is lost when they die. To put the icing on the cake, their death brings out all of the resentments and hurts and family dynamics that you had growing up. I was born first, and I had to shoulder the responsibility of caring for mom and dad and all of you my whole life. Well, you're the baby, and you were mom's favorite, and I still resent it. All that sludge and more bubbles up right to the surface because we're grieving and acting out because we are all way, way, way out of normal zone. And we won't get back to normal zone for a long time. Psychologists say it takes 3 to 5 years to grieve the death of someone close to us. If we embrace grief and don't try to push it away by self-medication or denial or other means. So, 3 to 5 years way out of normal zone. How do you manage all life stuff literally and figuratively and have a shot at getting closer to your family instead of hurting each other more? 1. Start acknowledging, knowing that everybody else is grieving too, and give them the grace that you would ask them to give you. 2, maybe have a conversation about how everybody felt growing up. Who felt like the black sheep and why? Who felt marginalized? Who felt like they had the weight of the family that they had to carry on their shoulders? This is a good time to ask for and to give forgiveness for hurts real and perceived. Share stories about mom and dad and how they were gifted and loving and flawed people just like everyone else, and how that affected you all. 3, talk together about what you most need and want from each other going forward. It is always okay to ask for what you need. 4, when it gets to mom and or dad stuff, talk about what is most meaningful to you and why, and ask what is most meaningful for your brothers and sisters and why. Instead of showing up with a U-Haul and hauling away as much of the stuff as you can carry before anyone else has a chance, that's a true story from the family of one of my patients. This is an opportunity for healing and amends and generosity. 5, when push comes to shove, ask yourself first and your siblings second, how can we support each other through this and in the years to come? You are family. Siblings know each other in ways that nobody else does on the planet. Even if those relationships have been profoundly challenged in the past, forgiveness and reconciliation, if possible, is the greatest potential gift that you can give to each other. If you have been hurt deeply by each other and struggle to figure out how this is even possible, Bishop Desmond Tutu and his daughter Mfo have written an amazing book titled The Book of Forgiving. It's written by two people who deeply understand what forgiveness means, even in the face of being the recipients of truly unforgivable deeds. Thank you so much for watching. I am profoundly grateful to share this time with you as it fulfills my purpose. If you go to my website, tomboomersign.com, you'll find links to the research I've referenced and other tips and tricks and recipes. There, you can join my email list and I'll notify you of all that is coming from me to you. If you like what you're seeing, well, click subscribe and you'll be notified when I post the next video. I'm also grateful for anyone who wants to buy me coffee, as I am a deeply committed addict to the bean of caffeine. All of these links you'll find in the description of the video below. I'm Tom Boomersign of Mastering Mortality, where we work hard to help you make the most of each moment. Until I see you again, peace.